Wow, that's about the worst weld I've done in a long time. Welcome back. Today in the shop, we're going to be working on this rolling workbench here. So let's take a look at it and I'll kind of go over it. Hopefully it'll help you with some ideas, or maybe you'll have some ideas to let me know down in the comments. All right, so here is the rolling workbench station. It is made out of 1.5" square tubing, and at the moment 1x1 angle iron, which is there. It's actually upside down at the moment, but here's a piece of the square tubing that I used just to show you what it's made out of. So the legs are the square tubing, and of course that'll actually be the top down there at the bottom, upside down. I put some paint on it, basically just kind of help protect the metal. And then we've got this 1x1 angle iron that's just tacked in place. I need to weld that in next with it. The straps holding the legs together, because they were a little bit off square, but they're pretty close now, as close as I need them to be. So as soon as I get that tacked, I'll take that strap off. And then for the bottom of the 1x1, I took I think it was a scrap angle iron, scrap piece of metal basically, and made some squares around here. I welded a nut onto the bottom of those. I don't have video of that. And then put the caps on there and welded them all the way around. And it's a 3/8 nut, and I have some casters that I picked up from the hardware store that'll go on there, so leveling will be great. This angle iron, you're seeing it from upside down here, got the lip here. And it's going to hold that wire shelving rack deal there. It came off of, it was an extra piece I had left over from another project. So, and then that'll be the worktop right there. So, and that'll just screw onto the top. So for right now, because I have a bunch of other stuff I need to get done, I'm just going to do the top and then the very bottom. And then the workstation will have like a vise mounted on it, a power strip with some lights for working on it and that kind of stuff. So anyways, let me get to working on getting this stuff welded in. All right, we're back in the shop. Motorcycle out there, if you can hear it. I knocked this bar out in front of us here because I did it last night and it wasn't tacked very well and the fit up wasn't very good on it. So I cleaned it up, re-tacked it. So it's back in place. Now I can go ahead and run the first weld on it and then I'll start welding around. I do have a little bit of a gap there. So I'm probably gonna try and use just a larger filler metal, maybe put a piece in there. We'll see. I don't know. None of it's that great anyways. You can see hard to tell from the thing, but that is a heck of an angle on that. But I got wheels, so I can grind it down and square it off if I want to, but the wheels will level it all out. It's really not that big of a deal to me. So you can see that fit up there is a little bit better. It's not great, but it is a little bit better, so that should be easy enough to do. So anyways, here's a quick thing of the tacks. Actually TIG tacked those outside, so I didn't expect it to do much, but it actually worked, so got lucky. I'll cover it up with the weld anyway. So, all right, well, back to welding. Wow, that's shit. Good. Trash welding. Well, here we are. Final welds are done. Probably looks about the same, and it's horrible because of the sun and shade, but I think it did okay. I won't say they're perfect welds, but I'm pretty happy with it. Well, that one looks horrible, but you get the idea. So, it's all welded up. I wire wheeled it. There we go. A little bit better here. Probably had to clean that one a little bit better. It's still pretty warm. So, now it's time to throw down some spray paint on it. I like to use this paint. I've used it on my workbench and a couple other things, and it works really well. You don't have to primer or anything with it, so pretty happy with it. All right, there it is all painted back in the shop. Got all the welding stuff put away, which is really nice. So next we'll put the wheels on and then we'll get ready to flip it over. So these are the casters that I use. It's a 3/8 threaded. Get them from Home Depot. I think they're HDX, and they're designed for the wire racks, and they screw into the bottom. I don't remember what the weight rating is on them, but it's really high. I've got them on my welding table, and they work really well for rolling around. They're real smooth. So let's get these installed. The wheels aren't, the casters don't want to start on it, so I'm going to take a tap and clean the threads out real quick on them. I've already had them on there before I painted, so I assume that's just a little bit of paint in there. So just run this down real quick all the way around. That sucks. Pretty sure my nut just came off in there. That's not good. Well, even though these wheels have been on multiple times, and you can see the other wheels, apparently the nut came unwelded is my guess here. So the only thing I can think of to fix it, since I can't get to that nut in there, is to just cut this off and make a new plug. I might have to space this with some washers or something for height. So, but that really sucks because I was minutes away from being done with the whole thing. And like I said, each one of these I've run a tap through them multiple times. I've put the wheels on multiple times. So, oh well, let's pull it apart and see what it looks like. Brand new cutoff wheel. Yeah, it definitely broke off. Wow, that was a crappy weld. Well, you can see, whew, it's warm and sticky because that paint is very sticky. So also, man, melted it to the washer there. Not sure what's going on, so I'll get that off there. Hopefully I can salvage the wheel. That's my real goal on why I cut it off. So I didn't have to cut much, so hopefully an easy plug and I can level that out. So, well, see where we go from here. Well, I salvaged the wheel. The threads are a little messed up, so I'll probably go ahead and get a die. I don't have a 3/8 die, but oh well. Here's our metal. It's still pretty hot. You can see it does not look like it welded well at all. So next time I do this, we'll make sure it welds better. All right, so taking a look here, it's kind of hard to see, but what I've kind of figured out so far is this is the nut that came off. See where I hit it with the cutoff wheel. I found out where this fits up, which basically is right here. Just trying to figure out what happened. And you can kind of see more or less, it didn't get welded. So it looks like all I did was tack this one a couple times. There's a tack on the back side. So basically what you have is there's a tack over here and a tack over here and nothing else. So I think what happened was I got in a hurry and tacked it in 2 spots. Again, you can see on the nut here, that was 1 tack. And it's kind of hard to see, but basically there's a small tack that was over here that wasn't very good. So I think that's what happened is I tacked it. Again, you can really see there where it was welded, or where it was tacked and not welded. So, because I welded these all the way around, apparently I did not do this one. So I'm gonna clean it up and get a new bolt and try again. All right, I'm gonna start out by cleaning this up a little bit. Got a flat disc. Now we moved over to the bench vise. I've got it clamped in there pretty good. My vise isn't mounted still. And we're just gonna hit it with the wire wheel first, try and get the paint off, clean it up a little bit. I'll flip it over, do the same thing. We're just gonna kind of grind this out, put a bevel on the edge on this, as I did on the table, so that when we weld, we'll have a good spot to weld to. I beveled the edges all the way around. So again, hopefully we can get a good weld. I do still need to clean out the center. Probably take a Dremel with the wire wheel and clean that off. I can't seem to get in there very well. So, all right, it's out of the acetone. Got it set up. We're gonna tack it in place real quick and then we'll weld it up. Well, as you can see, I've got the wheel back on. I've still got to paint it, but it came out very good, or good enough. Let's screws right in easily. So next thing we'll paint it and then we'll put it all together. All right, here we are. It is all painted on its wheels. Came out very nice. Let's put the top on it and the base. Now the bottom shelf. Here we are, we've got the table all completed, the rolling workstation. The wheels do lock. I don't have them locked at the moment. They do lock, that's one of the nice things about them. I have the vise mounted, I have my power strip mounted, and I have my light mounted up here. The nice thing for me is with this power strip, I have an extension cord reel that will take it anywhere in the shop, so I can just plug in and have power here. It's also got some USBs. So anytime I'm working at the table, I can have that on it. So I still need to enclose it, of course. I'm going to add some other shelves. So if you've got any suggestions on things to add to it, definitely let me know. I definitely want to make this a build as it goes along. I want to upgrade it and upgrade it. I'll definitely be adding some more shelves, a little bit more storage, maybe even put a shelf underneath or a drawer in the front underneath. We'll see. Who knows? As I use it, it'll kind of evolve, and I'm just happy to have it all done. So we had a little bit of trouble along the way, but nothing that wasn't too hard to fix, and it came out great. So I hope you liked watching it, watching me struggle a little bit there. You know, I learned that I need to take my time and pay attention to a little bit of details there. You know, something minor as that bolt made a whole extra bit of work for me that I wasn't ready for. So if you've got any questions, let me know down below in the comments. Please like and subscribe, and I'll get some more content out to you soon. And like I said, if you've got anything, I really am excited to kind of work on this and get it going. So thanks for watching.